So 110,000 people went to Tommy Robinson's march last Saturday, making it the largest audience to ever attend a rally driven by such weirdos and complete creeps as the bizarre and socially malformed collection of speakers that were there. The bunch of oddballs and cranks really said, yes, this is our moment, and went on stage to make right muppets of themselves in front of 100,000 people, and I don't think enough people are talking about it. And if you don't believe me that these people are absolute freaks, just stick with me for some of this. Because here's the thing, Tommy Robinson knew that most of the attention would be on him, so he kept his speech relatively normal. He spoke in metaphors about like storms and vague shit like that, and said things like,
"The cat is out of the bag and there is no putting it back in. The silent majority will be silent no longer."
Which is hilarious, because all I've heard for the last 3 fucking years is stop the boats, let's talk about migration, smash the gangs, what about the boat people? It's the loudest silent majority that I've ever heard in my life. The point is that this is the usual generic guff that you hear from Tommy Robinson, and he left the more unhinged stuff to the other speakers. But those speakers haven't got much attention, and I think we should be laughing at them. Because, of course, the most famous person there was Elon Musk, who is just a perfectly mined nugget of human cringe. Cringe that's taken human form, whenever he tries to act like a normal person.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Fight for your future! Do it! Go! Let's go!
Will we be gagged any longer, Britain?
Go, go, go.
Like a child who's trying to fit in, but you know he's such a weirdo that these people would never associate with him unless he was literally the richest person on earth. Because that's it, right? If you mention migration, Tommy Robinson is all, brave lions of England, we've got to fight, fight, fight. But as soon as you mention taxing the rich so that those same English working class people have a decent standard of living, he can't wait to go and lick the boots of literally the world's wealthiest man. A lot of attention was given to Elon saying that the left is the party of murder, as though the left is a single party, and him saying,
Whether you choose violence or not, violence is coming to you. You either fight back or you die.
And I don't feel like we've spent enough time talking about how embarrassing this is for the people in attendance. Like, this is your revolutionary leader. This guy. Like, his rhetoric is dangerous, sure, but it's dangerous in the same way that being run over by a unicycle would be dangerous. It's potentially deadly, but just comically absurd and incredibly weak as a choice of weapon. And Elon Musk is incredibly weak, and it's so obvious that he doesn't care about British working class people.
If the people of Britain take charge and actually ensure that there's a government that represents their interests, and not a government that represents foreign interests, then I think Britain has a great future.
Elon's actually right there. We do deserve a government that represents British interests, rather than, say, American or Israeli interests. More specifically, British working class interests. So I think that a billionaire American apartheid dauphin talking to a multiply convicted fraudster and illegal immigrant who is obsessed with Israel and loves to grovel and scrape before foreign genocidal maniacs like a good little zealot, maybe they're not the best messengers for that. I'm just suggesting it, guys. I think those guys might not be the best people to tell that tale. But Elon wasn't even the freakiest freak of the bunch. Katie Hopkins had a lot to say about flags, and my take on the whole flags thing is it's fine if you want to display a flag, like I've got a Union Jack fridge magnet, like whatever, just don't be weird about it. And don't make it your whole personality. But Katie lost it so much while she was talking about flags. She sounded like she was gonna vomit.
But if you want to come to this fine country, you better come here, you better work hard, you better fit in, you better love our flag, because if you don't want to fit in, then you can fuck off! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just be normal about it. It's fine if you like flags, just don't be such a weirdo about it. And I think it's fair to say that Katie Hopkins wasn't the only one who didn't cover herself in dignity during this march. Like, Ben Habib gave a very boring speech about ActML UK or Activate UK, or whatever his new party is called, I can't actually remember. And this happened in the middle of it.
Our politicians don't stand for us, and I know why. When I was invited to come on this, Go on then, let's get it out of our systems. Keir Starmer is a wanker.
These are the people that Keir Starmer was trying to win over, by the way. How's that going for you, Keir? Is this the reaction you were hoping for? Was all that trying to win them over with deportation videos and being horrible about refugees, was it all worth it? But Ben Habib wasn't even the most unhinged speaker there, not even close. A speaker from the Netherlands called Eva Vladingerbroek, who describes herself as a shield maiden of the far right, as though you could get any more cringy, decided to open her speech like this.
Today, I call upon all of you to invoke the help of your country's patron saint, St. George. Legend holds that St. George fought against a dragon that was demanding human sacrifice. He fought a battle of good versus evil. And today...
She started with the dragon. This guy's reaction, that is exactly how I felt. Like, watching this clip, and this guy, like, couldn't hide the fact that he was just like, what are you talking about?
We are fighting, this time, because they are demanding the sacrificing of our children on the altar of mass migration.
Alright, you're gonna have to fess up. One of you's gonna have to confess which one of you lot has been telling these Dutch freaks about our mass migration child sacrifice altar. These people are so dramatic, it's unbelievable. Like, can you imagine if a non-white kid started at your child's school and you were like, my kid is being sacrificed on the altar of mass migration? Calm down, Eva. They're like trading Pokemon cards. Leave them alone.
Change is possible. Remigration is possible, and it is up to us to make it happen. We are Generation Remigration.
Huh. Remigration. That sounds interesting. Wonder what that is. Oh boy, where do they find these weirdos, man? Like, I understand having some concerns about immigration, but deporting all non-white people? These people are socially maladjusted freaks, man. But Eva did at least speak English, unlike Eric Zemmour, who is a far-right French figure. A translator had to translate for him because he doesn't speak English. Look, don't shoot the messenger, but I think there might be some benefits to this multiculturalism thing. You might want to give it a try. Oh, by the way, Zemmour is known for defending Vichy France, the French regime that capitulated and collaborated with the Nazis in World War II. I'm just saying, if this immigrant who clearly doesn't share our values had learned our language, he'd have a lot less problems with integration, right? But at least this bunch of freaks and socially reclusive Nazi apologists can't get any weirder.
Secular humanism is Satan's tool that made a climate that set it up for a corruption and for all sorts of perversions.
Jesus Christ. I was told that this march was about free speech and free expression, and they definitely don't hate Muslims, so stop saying that they hate Muslims, okay? They like Muslims and have a lot of Muslim friends who they definitely don't hate.
There is no other religions. There's only Jesus Christ and then all the rest. This is religious wars. It's Jesus Christ versus Satan. Christianity versus the rest. Islam, Hinduism, Baha'i, Buddhism, whatever else you're into, are all false religions. We've got to clean our countries up. We've got to get everything out that does not know or receive Jesus Christ. Ban any type of public expression in our Christian nations from other religions. Ban halal, ban burqas, ban mosques, ban temples, ban shrines.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that people are able to express their legitimate concerns about immigration. You know, like banning everything that isn't Christian because Brian and his mates don't like it. Yeah, his name is Brian Tamaki, by the way. And he did this weird display where he decided they would do a haka, like a famously British tradition, of course, and then started ripping up flags. They started ripping up the flag of, like, the Muslim Brotherhood and then the ISIS flag. And they seemed to struggle, despite there being 4 of them, and they were using a knife. Like, how do you struggle with that? I'm honestly amazed that they didn't accidentally slice each other's fingers off. Like, They did the Palestinian flag as well, and they had to write Palestine on it because obviously they don't trust their audience to know which flag it was.
The Palestinian religion of lies. The Palestinian religion of lies and corruption. In the name of Jesus, we finish your power in our nation. Rip it up, boys.
Oh yeah, you four really showed that bit of cloth. They obviously also wanted to tear up the flag of secular humanism, which is basically the idea that irrespective of what religion you follow, it should be respected. It's not atheism. But it just made me laugh because there's no secular humanist flag, right? So they took a big white flag and they wrote secular humanism on it. And somebody obviously pointed out that the people in this crowd won't know what secular humanism is. So they put a big note on it saying, "No religion." It's like they were translating it into crayon speak. I've heard a lot about how dangerous this lot are, and I'm not saying that the people who are saying that are wrong, but I haven't heard anyone else point out what an utter bunch of kooky freaks they are. Like, they are such maladjusted weirdos.